Hi, I'm Priya B. I'm a trauma-informed, ICF-accredited and certified personal strategy coach with www.intentionalcoaching.online. I'm also a trainer in neuro-linguistic programming. Guess what, people? It's that time of the year. We are a mere 2 weeks away from 2025, and we're at the tail end of a long and eventful 2024. At this time of the year, many of us, including myself, would find ourselves looking back over 2024 at all the knowledge, successes, learning, feedback, experiences that we would have accumulated and that are now at our disposal as a new set of gifts, resources, knowledge, awareness with which we can go forward into the future and take ourselves to the next level as beings of purposeful intention. Isn't that so powerful to think about that we are at that space where we are ready to begin this next chapter of our lives with all this new stuff at our disposal? In this space, it comes as no surprise that many of us have started thinking about New Year resolutions. New Year resolutions are a great tool for helping us connect our ability to dream and hope with action. And it can be difficult to identify that New Year resolution which feels meaningful to us and which lends that energy to us that gets us going with the right foot forward into the new year, especially from Jan 1st or 2nd of the coming year. In the spirit of helping all of us identify the most meaningful New Year resolution possible that will guarantee us success in its achievement in 2025, let's unpack the structure of a concept in neuro-linguistic programming called the well-formed outcome. Now, the well-formed outcome is an NLP framework that was designed by the founders of NLP, John Grinder and Richard Bandler, in the early 1970s. This framework or structure was something that was designed to help a person identify or create or design an achievable, clear, and highly inspiring or motivating goal for oneself. The logic behind this structure of the well-formed outcome is that one's success in achieving a goal is not really decided by how hard we push ourselves, how much we sacrifice, how much we surrender, etc., etc. One's success in achieving a goal is most often decided by the quality of the goal itself. Hence, identifying the right goal can be that superpower that helps you connect with success and an intentional lifestyle at a higher level, increasingly. So, guess what? We all have all the resources and knowledge and structures we need within us already. And by stating that, what I mean is you have achieved well-formed outcomes in your past at some point or the other. You do have the inbuilt knowledge and experience of what it's like to connect with a well-formed outcome and as a result, achieve that unstoppable, intentional, fluid flow energy that got you surprising yourself with your discipline, your drive, your consistency, that non-negotiable ability to work towards your goal and achieve it with flying colors in a way that probably surprised yourself and I'm sure surprised others too. we would have had this experience perhaps in our earlier years as a student, at school or in university, at work, when we were given an insurmountable, what a seemingly insurmountable target with our team, and yet something turned on within us, ignited us, and we took our team with us to the finish line and dazzled the company with our success. Or perhaps at home with your family, you found yourself connecting with flow when your family needed you in a moment of difficulty, and you showed up and you delivered an amazing, consistent, heightened level of awareness, capability, strategy, and and showed them what was possible in that intentional flow state. Let's sit back for a few seconds and just identify those moments where you became that person who knew success was around the corner because you were ready for it and you were acting towards it. Right? Well, now that you've identified those moments in your life, let's look at the goal. Because as I said, according to the structure of the well-formed outcome, it is the outcome that determines your success. There's a very strong possibility that firstly, that outcome that got you into that state of intentional flow was stated by you to you in the positive. For example, instead of stating a goal as, I don't want to be poor anymore, or I don't want to be overweight anymore, you stated your goal as, I want to increase my earnings by 20%. I want to weigh 55 kilos or 60 kilos, and I want to be able to achieve pull-ups. I want to be able to achieve push-ups. These are goals stated in the positive. And I'm quite sure during those periods of consistent intentional flow where you were unstoppable towards your outcome, those goals manifested before you in your awareness positively or positively stated. The second attribute of the well-formed outcome was that it was designed as something within your control, not depending on other people or other external factors. In fact, it was probably highly internally referenced. Let me give you an example. Instead of declaring the goal as, I will make my boss like me more, the goal instead was stated as something like, I'm going to manage my priorities better by mindfully organizing them with my new software, and I am going to take full ownership of achieving my targets on a daily basis. This is a goal that is centered to factors within your control, and that is not dependent or subject to factors outside your control. As in the first example, it's not dependent on the mood or the intentions or the state of mind of your boss. It is dependent on your mood, your state of mind, and your intentions as your own boss. And that is the second aspect of the goal that takes you a lot closer to that intentional flow state that guarantees you success. The third aspect of this well-formed outcome that got you into that powerful flow state towards your success, your guaranteed success, was your goal was evident or manifested to you at a sensory level. If you were to time travel in your mind back to that state of flow, when you started your journey towards your goal, you would have been able to summon up the goal's attainment in your mind through the sensations of sight, through the sensations of sound, and through the sensations of taste, touch, and smell. You would have been able to visit the achievement of your goal in your head before you achieved it. And that experience in your head would have been laden with sensory-based evidence of its success. An example of a goal that has a strong amount of sensory-based evidence in your mind before you've achieved it is, I see myself celebrating the successful launch of my product with my team, and we are partying at this specific restaurant in this hotel at this time, and we feel incredible. We are fired up with the joy of success. The air is electric with excitement, and I can see the people who are in the room celebrating this achievement with us. And I can even identify the music that's playing at that moment of knowing that we're successful. And I can see the people who are dancing to that music, and I just feel on top of the world. My heart is racing as I think of that moment of success already. That is a goal defined to you with loads of sensory-based evidence. What do you think? Does that sound like something that got you into that intentional flow state during that time when you achieved your well-formed outcomes so thoroughly? The fourth attribute of a well-formed outcome that got you into intentional flow is the fact that it was so well-defined and contextualized. An example of a well-contextualized goal would be, I will focus on AI. And my aim is to achieve the rollout of this AI product that's going to have these features, and it's going to be rolled out according to these timelines, and it's going to cost this much. I mean, the information, the context, everything will be evident to you in rich detail, to the point where you are completely clear about every aspect of this well-formed outcome. There is no room for fogginess or clarity, or lack of clarity. Finally, a very key part of your well-formed outcome is you would have already connected with how achieving this well-formed outcome would impact all other areas of your life that are not necessarily directly linked to it. This is what one would call understanding the ecological impact of this well-formed outcome on all areas of your life, whether it be your finances, your mental well-being, educational prospects in the future, your physical well-being, your social relationships, your spiritual life, your family. Does the achievement of this goal at work, for example, have impact on your children's lives, perhaps on your wife's life or your husband's life? There's always a ripple effect by things we achieve on everything that defines our existence or our story. And if you're in a position to connect at multiple levels with the ripple effect of your successful achievement of your well-formed outcome on every aspect of your life, all the buckets that define who you are and what you do and how you live, the odds of you not breaking your stride towards that achievement or that success exponentially grow. Right? Last but not least, the successful achievement of a well-formed outcome is within your grasp when you have a clear idea of that first step that gets you down the road to success. Notice that I'm not necessarily talking about all the steps that take you there. I'm talking about the first step. Once you have a full idea, a full visual, auditory, kinesthetic idea of what taking that first step in that direction of your well-formed outcome looks, sounds, and feels like, and once it just simplifies the entire journey, because the best way to get successful is to get started. So think about it. Just that first step, connect with it, know it, be ready for it, and then take it. And before you know it, you're in the zone of intentional flow, which guarantees you success towards your well-formed outcome. So there you go, people. We have broken down all those attributes that of the well-formed outcome that can be easily used and leveraged to identify the best kind of New Year resolution with which to kickstart your journey of intentionality with Jan 1st, 2025. What do you think? I hope you find this video very helpful as you continue to contemplate and identify a well-formed outcome for the coming year. And I invite you to comment, like, share, and subscribe for more uploads to this YouTube channel by tapping on the little gray bell icon below. And I will take my leave, and I look forward to meeting you all in my next upload. Stay intentional and yeah, enjoy the next few weeks. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye bye.